Well, how about that for an introduction, Lenny? We don't have all this loud roaring noise.
Hey, it's easy to talk over this, huh?
That's awesome, brother. How we doing?
I'm great. How you doing, man?
Good, good. So we're still over here at Exmark, hanging out and filming a couple videos, doing a little bit of testing. This is now public conversation, brother. We saw a little teaser at Equip, what, last year?
Yes.
And so now we're coming to market.
Absolutely. So this is our battery Lazer Z. First deck size will be a 60-inch deck size. We've got 23 kilowatt hours of battery, so get you through that that whole day of mowing. We've added a lot of extras, so we want to keep this an Exmark Lazer. So we've got, you know, no flat front tires. We've got our seat isolation system, our full cush, brand new style seat that we're coming out with this year. We've got floor pan just to allow for that ease of access. We are super excited. We brought Adapt over to this thing. We talked about Adapt last year, so we are just really stoked to bring this to market.
That's freaking awesome. So talk to me a little bit about battery. Who's it for? You know, when we showed that at the show, there's a little pushback on price, you know, which is a typical conversation, but at the end of the day, what's the conversation for the Lazer Z with the battery?
Batteries for those guys that really just need it. So whether it's due to regulations, you know, state, regional, local, whatever that may be, or you know what, they're mowing in a campus area or something like that where noise is a factor.
Sure.
So that's the coolest thing is we've been out with this machine. Guys are like, hey, okay, it's battery, yes, but the second thing is I can mow in places during times where I wasn't allowed to mow before because it's so quiet. So there's a couple things. And then you know what, there are guys that are going to position themselves as, you know, a green landscape company, and this gives them something different, a little niche, if you will, to be a differentiator to the rest of their competitors.
I like it. I like it. Let me ask you this. When it comes to the battery capacity, kilowatt hours, sometimes that's a foreign language to a lot of folks. Maybe if you got a Tesla, you're kind of hip.
Yeah.
But for a lot of guys that are just getting started, this is all new tech, all new verbiage. So help me with kilowatt hours, help me with capacity, help me with charge times. I think those are the buzz lines that we got to cover really quick for these guys.
You bet. So kilowatt hours, I mean, what you've got to look at that as is that's your gas tank.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of misnomer there, but overall, that's how much energy you've got to be able to use. So just like your fuel tank. Then what it gets down to is, you know, what size your voltage is. What you do is you try to match that to your deck motor output and your wheel motor output to get the most efficiency out of the machine. And then the other thing is everybody, hey, charge time. So that's one of the things. We'll come out with a 3 kilowatt charger, 240 volt, so you'll be able to easily completely recharge the machine overnight and be ready to go right away the next morning.
When you had 23.5 kilowatt hours, I remember you saying at Equip that you didn't want to sacrifice the quality of the machine or the mow runtime for the machine. Quantify that for me. What does that mean versus maybe what the competitors are quoting? It was almost like a gold rush with the battery handheld stuff a couple years ago, and somebody's got 48 volt and the next guy's got 60 volt and the other guy's got 20 volt, and it all sounds like the higher number is better, but that's not always the case. So
yeah, when you talk about voltage is just pressure. That's how hard we're pushing that energy through the wires, right? When you look at voltage, bigger isn't always better. It's really about efficiency. It's matching the battery to the harness capability to the components. We've done a lot of studies, and really in that 60 volt range, that's about as efficient with the technology that we have today is that you can get. So those are really important terms to become familiar with.
what do we got for mow time again?
So what we're looking at is, like I said, we're not going to sacrifice the Exmark experience, right? We get maybe a little less because we're a little heavier with the deck. You know, we're looking at anywhere from 6 to 7 hours is what we'll typically get. Hey, we're in Nebraska. We got straight plane flying over. So.
Wow. We're gonna leave that in.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that like a crop duster?
Crop duster, yeah.
What? No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys, I don't know if you can see the telephone poles, but you got these red balls in the lines for their guiding markers to bring them in. So you said 6.5 to 7 hours?
6.5 now. You know, out here, if we were mulching, we'd probably get maybe 4.5 hours.
Sure.
You know, right? So it's all going to depend on the terrain, you know, the conditions of the turf and all of that. You know, we get into, you know, typical late fall weather where the grass starts to dry out. You're gonna get a little bit more run time. You know, that early spring in April and May, you're gonna get a little less run time.
Okay, sure. You want to hop on, do a couple lanes for us?
Yeah.
Are we mow ready?
Yeah, I think we are.
This is a production machine almost to be. So now, do we have to wear hearing protection still, Lenny? Do we still legal would love us to wear hearing protection?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me.
Even though it's quiet. There you go. All right, brother, we're hot and you're back at it.
All right, here we go.
This is fast. Holy cow. That is so quiet, folks. I don't even know how to describe it. Hey, if you guys have some comments and some feedback on the Z and the battery platform, I should say, Leave them down below for me, would you guys? I'd really appreciate that, and love to hear what you guys think about this platform.
So now, even lower.
That is freaking awesome. And again, I know this product isn't going to be for everybody, but a lot of you guys do have these HOAs and, you know, maybe a soccer field or baseball field you got to mow. Twilight hours, I know some of you guys mow some of these at 4 or 5 in the morning. Some of you guys are doing the schools at 5, 6 in the morning before school or whatnot. So they do have their places out there. Lenny, that's freaking awesome, brother. Final thoughts or takeaways, man, but I just got to say thank you for taking a quick minute with us today, just in general, and then number 2 for the mower.
Hey, other than we're so happy to have you out here, man. Welcome to Nebraska. Welcome to our house. You know, here's the thing is that front to back, this thing is a laser, from semi-pneumatic casters, the sealed wheel bearings, tapered bearings in the pivot, all the way through. This thing's gonna handle year after year of mowing for you guys, if and when you need battery.
I love it, brother. We'll wrap up really quick. If you guys are watching this real time, come to the Equip Expo booth indoor. Will you guys have it on the outdoor booth?
Yes, we will.
You'll be out there probably running around?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be awesome. And if they want to learn more, where can they go, brother?
Exmark.com, or you know what? On every piece of our literature is a phone to get a hold of us. Give us a shout, ask us some questions.
Awesome, brother. All right, guys, well, there you go. If you guys haven't seen some of the other videos, we got the new Z8, we got the battery, we got some autonomous. I just did some stuff with the Vertex. Beautiful here day in Nebraska. That's what we got for you guys today. All right, over now. Have a beautiful day. We'll look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.